Hi. Um, so today, looking at Instagram, I I saw Rob Bresney, the astrologer's post for today, and it says, as part of the arrangement your soul entered into before you were born, as part of the arrangement your soul entered into before you were born, you took on the mission to accomplish several specific miracles in the course of your life. Do you know what they are? Have you made any of them happen yet? When I thought about this, I started to kind of tear up. Um, there has been miracles. Um, and I'm guessing that miracles are things that make people have faith. And I take this from George Bernard Shaw's play about Joan of Arc called Saint Joan. And she says, and Joan of Arc in the play, I don't know what the historical Joan of Arc said, but she said, in the play, the character that Shaw wrote, she says that um, miracles bring about belief. And one miracle that I made happen is you can come from a horrible, horrible past and be injured, um, and have nightmares and in parts of life hear voices and feel somebody touching your skin even if there's nobody there, hear laughter, nightmares like that you there's elevators to hell. And yet I was a paid performing dancer slash performer. Um, yeah, I've done choreography, dance choreography, and other performances. I wouldn't say I'm an actress. Um, and I became a choreographer too. And my work has been shown in dance programming and festivals on the East Coast. Um, And yes, there's many things I can't do because of my injuries, my early life injuries from um, years of physical abuse, violence that you can listen to my other uploads. And yet, I was able to do it. And, I didn't start studying dance until I was on my own. I was 17. Um, but it can be done. And, yeah, I'm also an age. So like I think one of the miracles that I made happen, and though people I know, acquaintances and colleagues, um, I don't really talk about my past, my early life. But if I something comes out during this belief, um, they think I had good training, maybe strict dragon parents. I'm Asian American. Um, I talk about it a bunch in my other uploads. I'm Asian American, and people think I had strict dragon parents, hard training, and no, I wasn't allowed to do anything besides study. So I can go to an Ivy League school so they can get credit, and also I'll be in a career where I support them. I wasn't allowed to do anything except for that, or you know, do whatever they told me. And yes, I was sexually abused because also it was their idea to pimp me when I'm not working. So, but I left early in life. I started working early in life, and I I became a choreographer. Um, and also, um, I've been, I've been, I believe now, I didn't believe before, but I'm starting to believe more and more now that I was able to have that performance career because I was being seen and I was getting praise. Of course, I had the opposite too. Some people were just like did not want me around. I don't know if it's racism or classism because I guess you can tell that I'm poor. I've been poor all my life, and and also my work is not typical. So it's just different, and people don't like that. But I've also gotten praise, and I've also was allowed to exist, even if like I was invisible off the stage, and I was able to move through life, moving and getting paid for it, and I'm seeing um, that pain is manifested from physical injury, and yeah, it shows on my MRI. There are bone spurs, there are herniated discs. There's my bones aren't in the place it has to be, and this isn't like chiropractic stuff. This is yeah, this is other stuff. Um, how did I do it? I I was I was dancing every day for a long time, and there is evidence that dance is healing. Um, but also I've been like before I didn't look into trauma stuff because every time I looked at something in like I it's I have this thing where like I had so much violence and so much um torture, like mental abuse and being poor, like I get angry, like, oh, these poor people, they've been through this is trauma, and I get so frustrated. Like the previous upload I did, you can see, I still haven't read um the Diary of Anne Frank because I I had a harder life than her, and I don't like it when people are like, oh, she had such a hard life, and then treat me as if like I'm on the same page as them because I don't show trauma. So, but I believe now that trauma and abuse and the body mind connection put you in this kind of pain, and and it got worse when my dance career slowed down in 2016 because I lost housing and I was everywhere with just a backpack and doing a lot of things throughout. Was helping people for letting me stay there, and they were very demanding on me, and it took a physical toll on my body, but I was also being dehumanized by being mistreated and taken advantage of. Then it got worse. Um, and yes, dead material was removed from my body. And yes, I have had acupuncture, but it's not completely well enough. Like, I can't take a retail job. Um, and I'm dancing a little bit. I get a little bit of performance opportunities and performance work. But I'm not performing much. I'm doing strength training and physical therapy and yoga and different modalities of healing, physical discipline healing every day. So that's the other miracle which I start to believe, and I want to be able to speak out about that there is a body mind connection, because I am better than I was even 2 months ago, and I don't know if I spoke about like waking up and nausea, like vomiting every morning, or vertigo, but April, May, June, July. No, actually May, June, July. 3 months of like waking up and vomiting and not being able to keep down water sometimes, and not every day, but getting dizzy. Just twice I couldn't like stand up out of bed to go to the bathroom for an hour. But the other like um less extreme cases, I get dizzy and I need to sit down. I fell twice in the past 6 months on the street. Um, but since August, I haven't been having the every morning vomiting and throughout the day vomiting if I ingest something, and I haven't had the vertigo, and it might be from acupuncture, but it might be me settling into this apartment after being homeless or living in only dangerous places for since 2010. Um, so those are two miracles: that I had a dance career, and and that I guess I'm like an adjunct to the miracle. Like I can't help people believe that that trauma affects the physical body, not non-physical violence can also have an impact on you, or basically there's a body mind connection. I'm not saying all my injuries are psychosomatic, because as I said, the scans and the x-rays show that um, there are injuries that show up, um, but there are other miracles, and it's strange how people don't believe me. Many things, they just can't believe I exist. And it's a miracle that I'm still alive. Um, I have friends who've been abused growing up and didn't make it out um, without dying, or substance dependency. And again, the dancing might be the thing. If I had become a painter or a musician, it might have not ended up the same. So yeah, I still have issues. Maybe you can hear my speech is messed up because I lost a tooth over the summer while I was going through the nausea and vertigo. But I'm trying to get it together, and uh, I have made miracles happen. So thank you for listening. Um, Yes, and I'd like to make an appeal. So I lost a tooth, and I can't talk. right? So I I was told that it's gonna be $3,000 for a tooth to get an implant and a cap. And there's another one from 13 years ago, but where I lost a tooth. But this one is affecting my speech. It's on the lower jaw. So if you can, please check out my Buy Me a Coffee, and any donation helps. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the weekend. It's November 25th on a Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving.